I'm David Edison. I represent Moore Stephens Consulting. We're a group of city accountants. On a worldwide basis, we're a network of independent member firms, about 19,500 staff worldwide in about 95 countries with a near $2 billion turnover. And I sit on the kind of the consulting side, which is IT, statistical services, and the overlap of those two. I guess I came across Palisade products first of all with Atrisk. About 10, 11 years ago I was working at a firm of actuaries, and somebody came out with a bunch of floppy disks, told me to install them. We were going to need to use them for a sort of a risk exercise we were going to be undertaking. And that was my first introduction to Atrisk. And although I left there pretty soon afterwards and went to Moore Stephens, pretty much immediately I joined Moore Stephens. An opportunity came up to actually use Atrisk and introduce it to the company to analyse a reinsurance contract for one of our clients. And we ended up saving them just over $4 million on a $10 million contract. So pretty much everyone looked up, and we've never looked back in terms of using Atrisk and other Palisade products since then. We use you on a huge range of clients, predominantly within the insurance industry, but also, as you'll see from the tobacco industry presentation, well outside of insurance as well. It's really the statistical knowledge and the use of Atrisk that draws a lot of clients to us. What the client wanted was a tool that effectively is going to allow them both to analyse past statistics and past data to give them an idea of what it is that's driving cigarette sales in different provinces. And then they wanted really to be able to get a handle on the uncertainty that's going to surround future sales. But also to do so in an environment that their users were going to understand without needing to go out and buy multi-million pound tools, and without having to train their users and staff on particular bits of software. And certainly they were more than happy, and actually specifically asked to at the beginning, to work in Excel if at all possible, because there was no choice but to use DecisionTools and Atrisk. We've started investigating neural tools actually, because data mining is something we're starting to scrape the surface off now and getting into a little more heavily, in predictive analytics in general. So yeah, that's certainly something that we're looking at in a little more detail. Something like Risk Optimizer. Fantastic product. Amazing that it's not actually used more widely. But I think again it's going to come with time as more people become familiar with statistical concepts and appreciate the benefits that can come of it. But what it does exceptionally well. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that's kind of missing from that suite.